three families who started off a pilot project at Avanti Ashram, we called it. There was at that time so much negativity about farm projects. Within our ISKCON, there was so much negativity. You won't be able to do it. You're not meant for that. What were you doing prior to that?
I was working with Hero Honda Motors Limited as a training head for Gujarat State.
So how is it that you left all that, which was desired by so many others? What inspired you to do that?
And Prabhupada mentioned so many places about establishing Varnashrama farm communities, but we haven't any idea. But when you started preaching, so we had some little idea. And when we joined the farm community, we don't know much about how it really helpful in our devotional.
So many devotees told me that in their work life, they're practically obliged to eat with non-devotees, and even they'll be pushing them to take alcoholic drinks. Yeah. How did your relatives think about this?
Initially, there was a opposition from them.
I can imagine. Sarva karma dughamahi, that the earth just fulfills all our desires. But in the beginning, you weren't even sure if you could do the farming, which you actually found was not that difficult at all.
And in one of your lecture in Navanandagram, you were telling that you all are happy because Prabhupada is very happy with this project. And that is the key factor in our happiness. Mainly, Your Holiness is very happy with these projects, and Prabhupada ultimately is very happy. So that is our main happiness.
What do you see the future of these projects?
It's a revolutionary program by Srila Prabhupada, and definitely most of them will join. This is the real career by doing our service as per our nature. So,
but it's a straightforward program. Simple living, high thinking.
Yeah.
Depend on the land, the cows, and Krishna.
Ma'am.
Chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Tribhangānanda Prabhu, you are one of the pioneers in the simple living, high thinking farm projects as per Srila Prabhupada's desire that have been undertaken in India and in other countries under my guidance, or which I've been involved in. You were one of only three families who started off a pilot project at Avanti Ashram, we called it. It was some land provided by one of our devotees, Lalit Govinda Prabhu, just outside Vadodara in Gujarat. And it wasn't our land, but you went there with the idea to try to see if it could be done at all, because there was at that time so much negativity about farm projects. It had been said within our ISKCON. Devotees said that, well, it was tried before, it didn't work. What's the point? You can be a devotee in the city, why go to the country? And there was so much negativity. You won't be able to do it. You're not meant for that. But anyway, you, along with you and your wife and children, along with Nata Gauranga Prabhu and Nityananda Krishna Prabhu and their wives and children, made that move. That was about 14 and a half years ago, 2011. What were you doing prior to that?
I was working with Hero Honda Motors Limited as a training head for Gujarat State.
So that's a big, prestigious position. You were a success, it could be said. That's considerably above the average in terms of prestige and income and everything. So how is it that you left all that, which was desired by so many others, which you had worked hard for to get to that position, and left to embrace a life of simplicity, very simple, no electricity, and just growing food? What inspired you to do that?
So main inspiration is from Your Holiness lectures, Maharaj. Actually, we heard so many lectures, and you started giving these lectures from very old, in 95 onwards. You are starting telling about farms.
Probably from before, but they weren't recorded at that time. Yeah.
So even we read some of the books by 2011, Prabhupada books. Prabhupada mentioned so many places about establishing Varnashrama farm communities. but we haven't any idea. But when you started preaching, so we had some little idea. And when we joined the farm community, we don't know much about how it really helpful in our devotional service. And after joining, and every day Srimad Bhagavatam class, hearing Srimad Bhagavatam class, mainly start in the beginning, we were hearing from Savisaj Prabhu and Damodar Prabhu, and really
You're
very
talking
helpful.
about before you joined the movement, but before you joined the farm?
Yeah, that time only few lectures, but after joining the farm, everyday lectures. Means when we were in city, only on Saturdays and Sundays only we have live lectures. Rest of the time we used to hear only MP3
recordings.
Lectures. Recordings.
Oh, so you're saying after going to the farm,
Yeah,
your sadhana so much improved.
Yeah, so much. Mainly association of devotees, the kind of behavior they have, and really wonderful qualities, really helpful. Means every day we are meeting only with devotees only. Non-devotees association is very less. And
whereas previously you were
in
most
city,
of the time with non-devotees.
Yes.
Pursuing non-devotional goals. That means trying to promote Hero Honda.
Yeah. And main thing is, in this age, Sankirtana is the main essence. So we participated every day 3 times in Mangalarti, Guru Puja and Sandhya Arti. Kirtan really helped us much to understand this philosophy properly.
Yeah.
And
but what I'm getting at is, how do you make this bold move? There's a big jump from being in the city with your family and then going into a way of life. There was no precedent for that. And the whole idea was you're just starting with 3 families just to try and see if it can be done at all. That's a great risk to take.
Actually, at that time, Nartagaram Prabhu was also working with a big company, Linde, and he was also drawing a good amount of salary. When he decided to quit the job, so that kind of, even I also got inspired to quit the job and join this movement.
So he quit the job with the idea of going to a farm.
Yeah.
But there was no farm.
Yeah.
So it was really a great leap of faith to do that. But as you were saying, you soon found it. Well, it was for devotional reasons, right?
Yeah. And in the beginning, we had an idea of eating this vegetable growing and this organic farming. That kind of interest was also there. That also helped in this move, for this move.
I see. So, did you have any background at all?
No, I didn't have any background, but we were eating all this chemically grown food.
Right. Well, I was thinking in the because your name is Naidu.
Yeah.
And traditionally,
traditionally
many
farmers.
Naidus were farmers.
Yeah.
So it's in your blood. Yes.
That also helped us to take this step.
The idea with the understanding that your forefathers had been doing this for generations.
Yes.
But it was a tremendous leap of faith. I was always preaching about this, that association with devotees is one of the main factors in advancement in devotional service. And avoiding non-devotee association is also one of the main factors. But city life, it obliges our devotees to do the opposite. They're most of the time in the association of non-devotees, and they have very little time to be with devotees at all. Like you were saying, Sankirtan, you'd maybe do it once or twice a week when you're living in the city, coming together with many devotees. But at the farm, you started doing it 3 times a day.
Once Damodar Prabhu shared one thing that from his Shastras, that there are 5 Mahapatakas in Shastras. 4 we understand this: no illicit sex, no gambling, no meat eating, and no intoxication. But the 5th one is associating with any person who is involved in any one of this activity. That is 5th Mahapataka. So it is very difficult to avoid this kind of thing.
Severe. Mahapataka means very severe sin.
Yeah, our colleagues, most of them women hunters, drunkards, meat eaters. How can we sit with them and discuss with them? It's very difficult for us to manage. and we are not able to follow all the rules and regulations. We should meet with them. We should take means prasadam or whatever with them.
Yeah, so many devotees told me that in their work life, they're practically obliged to eat with non-devotees, and even they'll be pushing them to take alcoholic drinks.
Yeah. And in some of lectures, you also mentioned the way sugarcane juice is extracted from the machine. For the last drop, they squeeze. In that way, even my job is not like that, but conscious-wise and mentally, that is happening, not materially, physically.
You're being squeezed, or your life is being squeezed out of you.
Yeah, performance, every time, appraisals, these things are not at all good for us.
Mm.
And one more thing, what I felt, Maharaj, this kind of devotional service there few years back means 100 years back, 200 years back. Even my family, if I see, means my father already means they left the Indian way of living, means he was also working and we are also working. In the between, we got this Krishna consciousness from ISKCON. And what we are doing is we are adjusting bhakti as per our convenience, like job way. Means tomorrow I am going to attend the Mangalarti is depend upon my boss actually. Here it's not like that. It's natural that we are able to do service for 5 to 6 hours, and rest of the time we can do complete justice to the Prabhupada, whatever schedule given, Maharaj. That is very much encouraging.
Mm-hmm. So in the beginning, it must have been quite a change. It was really a day and night difference.
Really, Maharaj. Even when we share with the devotees, we are very afraid of the means that like they won't think that we are advanced. But right now, whatever state we have is very neophyte, very beginning. And when we were in city 15 years back, that time also we were in the list of good devotees in Baroda. Means every Saturday, Sunday, we have completely book distribution in front of city temple and even door to door. And we are engaged in so many activities. Every day I used to attend Mangalarti. Even my job, I used to read Prabhupada books in my company. Actually, because I am the total boss there, so I have freedom to read all these things in my office also. But after joining the farm, and daily hearing of the Srimad Bhagavatam, that is really helped to understand the philosophy very deeply, dharma. And this kind of lectures, whatever we are discussing in the farms and whatever we are discussing earlier in cities lectures, and there is some difference because we are completely work on dharma, what is mainly vidhi nishedh, what are do's and don'ts, and everything really help. And whatever stays right now, we have that kind of devotional level. If we were in city and if we think that that is the serious level of devotional service, this stage we will never attain even millions of lives if we were in city and doing that or seeing that is a ideal devotional service in city, whatever we were sincere, what we were thought. But when we come to city and it is under guidance, come to farm under guidance of Savyasaj Prabhu Damodar, really when we working together, so many frictions also there, and the way they handled, and those are really working right now. How we learned from these things, means in difference of opinions, how to behave, really working very much in practical life also. Really, it's a philosophy and practice.
That might be a bit discouraging for devotees living in the city, thinking I can't get up there. But it makes sense if we consider that Krishna consciousness, Srila Prabhupada always said, was a scientific process. So the more you apply yourself to it, the more effect you can expect. So if we're only able to practice maybe 5% of our waking hours, whereas compared here, practically you're doing it, it's 100. I mean, you have to brush your teeth and everything, but your whole life Now, instead of being centered around, in terms of your daily activities, instead of being centered around some company which you have no intrinsic interest in. I mean, it never mattered to you that personally whether Hero Honda blooms or collapses. It's just on the job. But here you're in living with devotees, and you're really dedicating yourself to Krishna.
Yes, ma'am.
Everything you do. So it is going to make a big difference.
Yes,
it's not a small difference. It is a big difference. It's a big difference in the way you lead your life and the result you get from it. Now, when you were planning to join, obviously you discussed with your wife, who's sick just now.
Yeah.
How did she feel about it?
She's really agreed to all.
Right
Even
from the
she is
beginning.
we are from South India. This following is there, means that kind of service, whatever this there. So she is agreed.
She was happy to leave the city.
Yeah.
And you had two daughters who were
Yes.
about 7. They're both around 7, 8,
7,
9
8 years only that
at the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
And how did they adjust? Because they grew up in the city.
Yeah, when we were in city, we have full facilities everywhere. We have air conditioners in cars, in offices, and
which is a bit unusual in those days. I mean, it's every car practically now has it, but in those days, not every.
But
car.
we had, means company provided us cars and so many facilities we had. But in the beginning, for few days, 1 week, we had little difficulty. After that, they also adjusted to all the conditions, because the company is there, other boys and girls, so they have association of other girls.
The other families had children also, young children.
Yes, ma'am.
And they're both married now?
Yes, both of them married.
And happy in Krishna consciousness?
Yes, Maharaj. And in one of your lecture in Navanandagram, you were telling that you all are happy because Prabhupada is very happy with this project. And that is the key factor in our happiness. Mainly, Your Holiness is very happy with these projects, and Prabhupada ultimately is very happy. So that is our main happiness. In future, we are expecting, if we follow all these rules and regulations, whatever given by acharyas, if we are able to follow, and we will be much more happier.
Yasya prasadat bhagavat prasadaha. Yes. The idea at Avanti Ashram was just to try it out and see if you can do it.
Yes, ma'am.
For 5 years. How much land was there?
It is only 3 acres of land, not much there.
So you were growing vegetables, I guess?
Somewhere, yeah.
And that's all?
Yes.
Only vegetables?
Vegetables.
And other things?
Yes, we are buying from outside. After moving to this Rajpipla land, then
I remember there was a small pond just next to the land, and there's crocodiles.
Yes, there.
But they never bothered you, the crocodiles. No. So the idea was you just try it out for 5 years, and then you take the next step, and if things were working out, then you would get a bigger land. But within about 2 years, I think.
Yeah. In 2014, we moved to this new land.
So that was 2.5, 3 years later.
3 years.
Yes. You thought, yes, we can do it.
Yeah.
Let's go to a bigger land and call more families.
Yeah.
So you did. You moved about the Avanti Ashram was just outside Vadodara, from the center of the city, about
15 kilometers.
Yeah. Now they went to Navanandagram, which is about 2.5 hours drive.
85 kilometers from Vadodara.
Vadodara, And with the idea, we got our own land there, and made some housing arrangement. And how many families are there now on Navanandagram?
Right now, it is 16 or 17 families.
And so, it shows it can be done.
Yes, ma'am.
And people can adjust, and they can stay on the land. And within that time, quite a few children have grown up in Navanandagram.
They got married also.
And got married, and got initiated, got married.
Yeah.
Some are still living there.
Yeah.
Some went outside and are living outside, but they're still devotees. and at least one went to another project in Madhya Pradesh,
Bhaktigram.
Yeah. How did your relatives think about this?
Initially, there was a opposition from them.
I can imagine.
After, after we are telling them repeatedly, and most of our relatives now they are chanting also. We started.
Some are initiated. Also,
initiated also. So now they are much of no such opposition from them right now.
Yeah, they can see you're happy.
Yeah.
Children are happy. There must have been so many challenges. I remember in the beginning we were even thinking, how are we going to do farming? But then I remember once, I remember, you probably don't remember this, at Navanandagram, when you were there quite soon after you'd moved there, you told me that you were just amazed how much the earth is giving so many vegetables and profusion of vegetables. The sarvakamu dughamahi, that the earth just fulfills all our desires. But in the beginning, you weren't even sure if you could do the farming, which you actually found was not that difficult at all.
Yes, Maharaj.
So yeah, there must be many challenges along the way.
Yeah.
You say within a week you got adjusted, but you weren't used to living in the great heat, and then in the winter in the cold, and then darkness at night without electricity. How did you adjust to all of that?
Actually,
go on.
Yeah, if means we are whenever we going to sleep, based on the temperature, we will move towards the veranda, then outside. In that way, we are adjusting. And in the evening, only few days in the year we had a difficulty. Only 4-5 days. That is not a big thing. Even in entire day we worked in field, so we had get sleep easily.
No problem
not
to sleep,
problem. Yeah. So in that way, everybody used to adjust. Even some are from Dubai, like Sarvesh Prabhu. He was also like that only, but now he is adjusted to this kind of atmosphere. It is very natural. Everybody can adjust. And even if we have some difficulties, in front of that, what is the benefit we are getting? That is much more, what we say, weight. That weight is much more. The overall association,
the benefits.
Benefits. Yeah.
So, I remember Guru Das Prabhu telling me that he was a brahmachari for quite a few years, and brahmachari life means you have the opportunity for sadhana in a way that grihastas in the cities just don't get. It's unusual. But he told me that actually after moving to the farm, he married and moved to the farm, his sadhana improved so much because they have morning, noon, and evening programs, which as brahmacharis, they didn't have. He was doing book distribution, he was heading up a party, so often he would be involved in management matters, and then evening they'd be engaged in Krishna service all the time. But evening mostly they were going for book distribution. They'd come back at different times, so they didn't have they had a morning program and that was it. But on the farm they have morning, midday, and evening. So you're saying he told me how his sadhana had improved so much. What about other challenges? Devotees adjusting, and sometimes people come and they can't fit in.
To make these farm communities success, only the biggest thing what we are seeing is difference of opinions. Means sometimes two devotees are pointing about one point and different way, but they are both are want to follow the proper mood only, but some minor differences. So in that case, if one person is come down, in that way relationships will be maintained, and this is one of the great success what I see is in difference of opinions, how people are manage themselves and one person become cool in that way. Otherwise it's very difficult. Means in every step we have different opinions, in every field, in farming as well as brahmanical duties, in kitchen. So everywhere So, but
economic policies.
uh, but they are now all facilities are given moderate required facilities. Mainly difference of opinions in some factors, but that time some leader who will be able to manage that clashes, and that then it's okay. And last time you are also suggested lot of kirtan and dancing and kirtan. That time we forget everything. We are promoting all of the devotees in Sandhya Arati and do lot of kirtan. Maharaj suggesting. Then in that way they will forget whatever small clashes, whatever they have. This is really helping.
Jai Shakal Bipod Bhakti Vinod Bolan Jokanonan Gai. All problems go away when we chant the holy names.
Yes, Maharaj.
Bhaktivinoda Thakur says. Yeah, that's essential to keep the devotees happy. It's not just farming and living simply, but Krishna consciousness.
Yes.
And in the Kali Yuga, the Sankirtan is the main method of Krishna consciousness. So the farms, it's essential to have lots of kirtan. One thing we heard is that many of the farm projects, they'd failed during Srila Prabhupada's personal presence. Quite a few farm projects were begun, and just after his passing also, that new Govardhan in North New South Wales in Australia, for instance. But it was considered that it failed in one sense. I mean, the projects are going on, the land is there and devotees are there, but in many cases, devotees don't attend the programs, and so it's from a Krishna conscious point of view, it's not what Srila Prabhupada envisaged. But so far, the projects that we're overseeing, we have Navanandagram in Gujarat and Bhaktigram in Madhya Pradesh, and here we are in Kurmagram in Andhra Pradesh. And the projects we're overseeing so far are going on, not without struggles, but devotees are mostly going on and enthusiastic. They're happy. I think because we emphasize kirtan and applying ourselves to the process of kirtan, Shravan Kirtan.
Yes, Maharaj. That is major thing, Shravan Kirtan. And we are under some supervisors like senior devotees. That is guidance. That is really also helping.
Right, they come in and they spend time. And they help to bring everyone together like that.
So in the beginning, they gave so much of time. It means so many months also they were staying in even Damodar Prabhu also. And their guidance really helped us. Daily guidance. When we were city, we are the owners in the house. Whatever I prasadam prepared as per my requirement. But in community, everything like servant related thing. We are servants only. We are not masters. That kind of theme is there in communities. So.
Yeah, if we're going to live together in a community, we're seeing the same people every day and we're interacting with them. You have to see others as Prabhu. Otherwise, it's not going to work, is it? Yeah. We have to appreciate all the devotees, how they've all come here. They're all great Mahatmas who have left the comforts of the cities to come and live in this way of life because they want to put Krishna in the center. So they're all great souls. Very, very wonderful. And actually they are all very good devotees, aren't they?
Yes, Maharaj.
All the devotees who are staying and working things out. What do you see the future of these projects?
In future, if preaching about Varnashrama and farm communities going in wherever, some devotees are preaching right now, then what I see out of 3 farm communities, Bhaktigram will grow in a bigger way because Bhopal center is there and their preaching is going very nicely, and any North Indian people can join. not like Kurmagrama. Only Telugu people will join here. And
Because because of the language.
Yeah.
All the devotees here speak Telugu.
Yeah,
Telugu
yeah.
is the lingua franca.
Yeah. And for Kurmagram, we are expecting in future these Orissa devotees, and they may join more.
The ones on the border who
Yeah,
speak
yeah.
Oriya and Telugu.
Yeah, presently Bhuvan Mohan Prabhu and Parikshit Prabhu, they are preaching in that area.
Yeah.
So we are expecting some more devotees
I
will
see.
join.
Well, that's a debatable point, because they're from the village and they could also stay in their village. And make the village Krishna conscious.
Yeah, that is also there.
Is there interest in city people? Some people come here from big cities like Bangalore and Hyderabad, and they're interested because they're frustrated in city life.
Yes, Maharaj.
Any hope for them?
Yeah, actually, so many couple are coming. Yeah, they are staying. They are really appreciating this way of life, and even also for few days also they are experiencing. What is the difficulty staying without electricity, and they are adopting all these means this kind of way of life. So in future we are expecting, means it's a revolutionary program by Srila Prabhupada, and definitely most of them will join.
Yeah. You expect to see more and more joining in the future.
Yeah.
For that, of course, need a lot of money because land is so expensive.
Yes, ma'am.
And infrastructure, building houses and this and that. So that we have to see. We find people, pious people, wealthy people in the cities are willing to donate for temple projects, but for farm projects, they don't get much enthused by that. Mostly for temples they're interested. And of course, if you tell them you're feeding people, they're feeding the school children and this and that, people like to give, but they don't appreciate this kind of project. And still many of our devotees, they don't appreciate. I'd like to invite all the devotees to come and see and spend a little time in farm projects and just see that there is an alternative way of living. It's not required that you have to live in the city in some miserable, crammed up little, what Prabhupada call them, pigeonholes. And crammed in and working in some job which you don't like, which is nothing directly connected to Krishna. What about the Varnashrama aspect?
Yes, Maharaj. Means the division is there in present our farm community, and presently main trades we have is farming. Means Vaishyas mainly, and some Brahminical and some weavers, carpenter one or carpenter. In that way,
weavers, carpenters fall under Shudra category.
Yeah, Shudra category. So very difficult to get Kshatriya spirit. We haven't seen such kind of thing like Virya, Shaurya, like that time. But in future, if this is a village, actually, we may have that kind of, if it is a completely kingdom, then we can have that kind of.
You need to have a bigger.
Yeah. This is administration, local administration, mainly by Vaishyas in small villages.
Nanda Maharaj he was called Nanda Maharaj. He was like a king, but he was
Vaishyas.
Obviously the Vaishyas. And we see that when they were moving from Gokul to Vrindavan, said they also had bows and arrows. So it may be that the categories are overlapping in some cases. Vaishya and Shudra as farmers can often overlap. Anyway, Varnashrama is a huge topic. One major difference in city life that people are going to notice when they come is how we have separation between men and women, and even between young boys and young girls, which is very much against the modern trend. How do people relate to that?
Yeah, when we started Avanti Gurukula, that time we don't have any curtain between female devotees and male devotees. After that, when because of our suggestion only, we started that.
Really?
And really,
I think putting that curtain in the kirtan hall.
Yeah.
between the men and the women,
Yeah.
I think I'd suggested it, but I didn't think that you'd actually do it. I said it's up. As far as I remember, Savyasachi was saying, "Shall we do it?" I was saying, "Well, maybe wait some time." And the next time it came and saw us done,
Yeah.
because I thought that there might be some opposition to that from the Matajis,
Yeah.
but they like it. It
Yes.
seems.
Yes. Really, Maharaj.
And then we don't know what they're doing on the other side, but
Yeah.
they can dance freely
Yes. Yes.
as much as they
Even
like.
we are also conscious if they are there and they are seeing us, and we are very conscious. If the curtain is there, we don't have any conscious. Somebody is there, and internally we have some conscious. Like girls are there or women are there, they are watching us. We are very conscious. When we put, actually, that time you were telling that in Gaudiya Mata, they have that
Yeah,
big bamboo curtains.
chick.
Yeah, chick. That was there.
Porda is
Yeah.
the common term,
Yeah.
the divider.
Yeah. And in the beginning also, we had the city experience. When we join ISKCON, the association with women will be increased, actually, what we felt, because with so many services, so many exchanges our sin. But at the same time, when we joined this Avanti Gurukula, that kind of spirit was there in the beginning, means joking with other matas, that was there. Then Savisaji Prabhu means noticed, and when he guided in that way, we stopped talking with another matais, and we kept distance with them. So in the beginning, boys and girls were playing together, and that gradually we separated. And the similar theme we are means inculcating in other forms also. So whatever discussions, major discussions happened in Navanandagram, really helping in implementing those ideas in other forms.
Right. It's
Yeah.
easier for other farms.
More hours we were churning that time,
because
in every aspect.
Every aspect,
Yeah.
the challenges arising in Navanandagram. Now, it might be thought that modern women might protest about that. But I suppose the women on our farms, they're not modern in the sense that they've come here with a different outlook.
But most of the means God sisters, they are hearing regularly your lectures, and they are really taking up this Stri Dharma, and means they are very serious about this.
And they're happy with that.
Yes,
are
yes,
they?
Maharaj. Even here also, when I see all the devotees, I saw both the communities, even Navanandagram as well as Kurmagram, they are doing service to their husbands. They are very happy. And even whatever their job, like fields in working, or some other thing like cow milking, everything, they are happy. They are doing their regular daily work.
That's Krishna's formula.
Yeah. Yes, Maharaj.
And the idea that everyone all mixes up, and this is demon's formula.
Yeah.
So Krishna's formula is going to make us happy. And demon's formula is just causing chaos in society.
Yes, ma'am.
And the children are growing up without a regular curriculum.
Yeah.
They get some mathematics and languages.
Yes, basic things we are.
But a lot of the education is, as traditionally, it's occupation oriented. That means from a young age, if they're going to be a farmer from a young age, they'll start assisting with that.
Yes.
And they all know how to do kirtan, all the kids, all the boys know how to do it.
Yeah.
And the girls are being trained as Srila Prabhupada desired, that their main thing is to, as Srila Prabhupada said, we'll train the girls to cook nicely and be chaste. So they're growing up like that. And of course they get some basic schooling and everything. So they're happy with that.
Yes, Maharaj. Making garlands.
Doing Rangoli.
Yes. Rangoli also.
They're doing that. No phones.
Yes, Maharaj.
No smartphones.
Yeah.
How does that work out?
Really, it means day before yesterday you were telling every time anxiety, what message is coming, and every time our blood movement will change
Yeah.
because of the anxiety. That is not there. I don't have any phone, I don't have any money, even I'm not carrying any money with my, and in that way we are completely so many anxiety free life.
And many thanks to yourself and all the devotees who've taken this bold step to fulfill or be part of the project to fulfill Srila Prabhupada's desires for re-establishing Varnashram.
One thing, Maharaj, actually in one of the meeting in our Varnashrama in Jamnagar, you expressed your happiness. If anybody comes to me and tell me that if we quit the job and join the farm, you showed like, I will be so happy, I will be so happy. If devotees know this, means if you are happy by doing this, and not only that, when some of the devotees in Dubai express that one of my mission is destroy my disciples' material career, and really we are experiencing this is the real career by doing our service as per our nature. So really helpful, Maharaj. This and so many sentences. Your sentences like sharp knives, like really helpful in living such kind of things. And we are also requesting devotees to come to farms and have experience for at least 1 week, and whoever means in 35 below age, so we can encourage them, they can contribute some way. So
yeah, or even if they're not able,
yeah, even then
most
also,
devotees probably aren't going to join our farms, but at least come and spend some time
yeah,
and enjoy that atmosphere of
yes, Maharaj.
and get some feel for what Srila Prabhupada wanted in this regard.
Yes, Maharaj.
Anything else you'd like to add?
Thank
So
you,
many
Maharaj.
things to say.
Yeah.
But it's a straightforward program. Simple
Yes,
living,
yes.
high thinking,
Yeah.
depend on the land, the cows, and
Yes,
Krishna. Chant Hare Krishna and be happy.
Yes, Maharaj.
And this Prabhupada's idea to have these simple living, high thinking farms is really making a very favorable situation
Yes, Maharaj.
for that. And there are so many things we can tell people that the people are into ecology,
Yeah.
environmental issues. We can show them people are concerned about the preserving the fuel, not using fossil fuels and all this. We can show our carbon footprint is
Less.
almost zero.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Pranam, Maharaj.